I'm back, and this video is a rant. Someone asked me why I have such hate for Microsoft, and it made me pause and think, why do I hate Microsoft? Why, as a multi-console owner, I just refuse to buy Microsoft products, to buy an Xbox or a 360 or now the Xbox One. What could Microsoft have done to me personally that could have made me hate Microsoft so very much? Well, I'm going to tell you. Today you're going to find out why I hate Microsoft. And why I don't want Sony to go out of business. I don't want Nintendo to go out of business. Hell, I don't even want EA to go out of business. But if Microsoft were to completely leave the console market, it would bring me joy. I would cry tears of happiness. After the break, I'll tell you why I hate Microsoft. Okay, I'm going to tell you why I hate Microsoft. One word: rareware. Now, despite Microsoft's money-hatting, enabling third-party developers to release broken-ass games and patching them later, third-party timed exclusives, all of that stuff is water under the bridge. We knew eventually someone would get in on it, because it had been happening on PC for years. But rareware was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's right. See, you have to understand something about gamers in my wheelhouse, old school gamers. I'm 27 years old. I was born in 1986. So basically, rareware is basically kind of like that girl that you used to hang out with when you were in high school, and she's your friend. You had good times with her. You weren't having sex with her. She wasn't your girlfriend, but you were had a really solid platonic friendship. She was like your sister, okay, or your really close cousin, okay. Rareware was that group, okay. Some of my most fond memories in video gaming came from rareware games that were on Nintendo consoles, okay. I'm talking Donkey Kong Country, all three of them. I'm talking GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Donkey Kong Country 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Jet Force Gemini, Perfect Dark, Star Fox Adventures even. Really fond memories. And it was basically like having good times with this girl, going to the mall, going to movies, going to parties, hanging out. And while she was dating your friend, your main man, Nintendo, things were good. But then she broke up with Nintendo. She said that Nintendo was too kiddie. Nintendo was holding her back. And she hooked up with Microsoft, the rich douche from down the road, okay, from across the tracks, who lived in the nicer part of the neighborhood. And this asshole, for lack of a better word, turned her into a $2 hoe. A $2 hoe. A $2 hoe who, not only is she selling her dignity, they're taking organs from her to sell as well. The organs being Rare's awesome IPs that we have such wonderful memories of. Okay? Banjo-Kazooie, nuts and bolts, garbage. Perfect Dark Zero, garbage. Conker's Bad Fur Day Live and Reloaded, garbage. Killer Instinct, garbage. All of those IPs that we grew up with being ripped from the ailing body, the coked up, cracked out, ill-used body of Rare, and being sold for far below their worth, or given to people who don't appreciate what they represent. Killer Instinct given to Double Helix? Really? You make me sick. And before anyone says, well, you haven't played it, let me tell you how big of a Killer Instinct fan I am, okay? I own a entertainment establishment. It's a bar slash restaurant slash arcade. Kind of like a miniature Dave & Buster's, okay? We have 2 locations. One that opened 2 years ago, another one that opened a year ago. And we haven't had any problems with the second location because all the shit we learned from the first one, we applied to the second one. In the older one that's 2 years old, I have a Killer Instinct dual cabinet. Has the original arcade Killer Instinct and Killer Instinct Gold. Custom made. Okay? I also personally have my SNES and my N64. I have Killer Instinct, the original, and Killer Instinct Gold on this arcade cabinet. I mean, on the systems. Killer Instinct for the SNES, Killer Instinct Gold for the N64. Killer Instinct Gold is like a derivation of Killer Instinct 2 that came to the arcades, okay? Which I have at my business. I have Killer Instinct on my Game Boy, which I still have my Game Boy. I haven't played it in years. It's in a crawl space in the basement, in the furnace room, in my man cave, but I have it. It's there, okay? I am a Killer Instinct fan, okay? My friend has an Xbox One, but he has shitty internet connection, so when he got Killer Instinct, he wanted to download it, but his internet connection is unstable, to say the least. So he brought it over to my house, hooked up to my internet, and downloaded the Day 1 DRM disabling patch that also enabled all of the features for the Xbox One. And I played Killer Instinct from Double fucking Helix. And you know what? As someone who's played all of the Killer Instincts, including the arcade ones, that shit ain't Killer Instinct. It's Street Fighter with a Killer Instinct skin. Okay? But that's aside from the point. Microsoft took all of those wonderful IPs and shit on them. Shit on them, and then acted surprised when people said, you shit on these IPs. Okay? That's right. And you know what the worst part is? They've got Rareware to use the girl now turning $2 tricks. Not only is she turning $2 tricks, they've got her coked up on cocaine, heroin, methamphetamines, and she's turning tricks behind a dumpster that's located next to a really gritty strip mall. Okay? They've got her making Kinect Games. Kinect Games? One of the greatest second-party studios ever in video game history, and Microsoft has it making Kinect Games? Ugh. But not only that, they basically allowed Microsoft to make shitty game after shitty game after shitty game after shitty game. And then, rather than let Rare make games that really highlighted the joy, the creativity that the studio could do. They penciled them into making shitty games, Kinect games. And I know some people are going to say, the Kinect games weren't that bad. Compared to what Rareware once could do, you're telling me that Kinect is compared to Donkey Kong Country? Or 64? Or Diddy Kong Racing? Or Perfect Dark? Or Killer Instinct? No. No. Fuck Kinect games. Okay? Fuck them. Fuck them up the ass with a big rubber dick. And I'm putting the blame where it belongs. Yes, I know the Stamper Brothers started Rareware and sold it, and a lot of the staff left. But my God. To turn the Rareware that we all grew up with into this $2 hose, turning tricks behind a dumpster next to a gritty, seedy as hell strip mall. Fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you. I'm glad the Xbox hasn't made a profit. I'm glad. I hope the shit fails. I hope you have to sell that shit, and I hope you can't find a buyer. I hope you lose $800 billion on the shit. Fuck the Kinect, fuck Microsoft, and fuck the Xbox. I said it. Fuck them. Now that I've gotten that off of my chest, I'm going to leave everything on a hopeful note. What could Microsoft do with Rareware to redeem themselves in my eyes? Sell it or let Rareware die. Let their IPs go. Because if I have to see one more ill-begotten Rareware abortive resurrection of a Rareware IP that I grew up with or still cherish, I'm going to have an aneurysm. I don't want to see my old friend that I grew up with turning tricks behind a dumpster. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go to rehab, get cleaned up. Thank you.